Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. Let's start with the top story. Campaigning for the third phase of general election is in full swing. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses several public rallies in the state of West Bengal and Jharkhand. PM held poll rallies in Bardhaman, Durgapur, Krishnanagar, Bolpur. Addressing a public meeting in Bardhaman, Durgapur, West Bengal, Prime Minister said Congress' biggest leader will not dare to contest the elections from Amethi for fear of losing and is seeking refuge in Raebareli. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also held a roadshow in Krishnanagar city of West Bengal. PM was greeted by thousands. Union Home Minister Amit Shah holds massive election rally in Karnataka's Chikkodi Lok Sabha constituency and Maharashtra's Sangli. In Uttar Pradesh, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi filed nomination from Raebareli for the upcoming parliamentary election 2024. BJP has fielded Dinesh Pratap Singh from Raebareli. In a rally, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee backed Rahul Gandhi's decision for filing nominations from Raebareli. No member of the Gandhi family contesting from Amethi in itself is an indication that Congress has accepted its defeat from Amethi even before elections, says Amethi MP and Union Minister Smriti Irani. Congress candidate KL Sharma filed nomination from Amethi constituency seat. He said that election is just a formality and people have made up their mind. Congress Northwest Delhi candidate Udit Raj holds rally and filed nominations on Friday. AIMIM President Asaduddin Owaisi holds door-to-door campaign in Hyderabad's Fateh Shah Nagar, Edi Bazar and Kumarwadi area. BJP candidate Ramveer Singh Bidhuri files nomination from the South Delhi Lok Sabha seat. Uttarakhand CM Pushkar Singh Dhami was present along with him. BJP candidate from Kaisarganj Lok Sabha seat and son of BJP MP Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, Karan Bhushan, filed his nomination from Kaisarganj seat. Congress leader Raj Babbar filed nomination from Haryana's Gurgaon Lok Sabha seat. Haryana votes on all 10 Lok Sabha seats on 25th May. BJP has fielded Rao Inderjeet Singh from the constituency. Punjab CM Bhagwant Singh Mann held a roadshow for Cabinet Minister Punjab and AAP candidate from Patiala Balbir Singh. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister and President of YSR Congress Party YS Jagan Mohan Reddy holds roadshow at Kanigiri. Polls will be held on 4th phase on 13th May. Election Commission of India directs all states UTs to ensure time-bound issuance of no due certificate to intending candidates to be included in their affidavits. Supreme Court said that it is open to consider Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's release on interim bail. The court asked the counsel representing the Enforcement Directorate to be prepared for arguments on the interim bail plea on May 7. Delhi High Court has sought response of the Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation on the bail pleas of AAP leader Manish Sisodia in connection with the excise policy case. Both petitions are listed on May 8th. 7th Joint Defence Cooperation Committee meeting between India and Indonesia is being held in New Delhi. Both sides will exchange views on regional and global issues of shared interest. Suspicious movements of two persons were observed by the police in the Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. Special Operations Group of Jammu and Kashmir Police launched a search operation in the Azad Mohalla and the Khalsa Chowk in the area. Domestic indices ended in red today. BSE Sensex tanked 733 points to close at 73,878. Nifty plunges 172 points to close at 22,475. Rupee rises 3 paise to settle at 83.43 against the US dollar. Gold future maturing on 5th June stood at 70,757 rupees per 10 grams on Multi-Commodity Exchange of India Limited. Silver futures maturing on 3rd May stood at 79,965 rupees per kg on the MCX. Crude oil benchmarks were headed for the steepest weekly losses in 3 months on demand uncertainty and easing tensions in West Asia, reducing supply risk. Global shares were firmer on Friday ahead of key U.S. non-farm payroll numbers, underpinned by reassurance from the Federal Reserve that the next move in rates would be down. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index opens new tab rose 1.36%, on track for a 9th consecutive day of gains and on its longest winning streak since January 2018. The US government will lay out its antitrust case against Alphabet's opens new tab Google on Friday in a second day of closing arguments focused on accusations that the online search leader broke the law to stay on top in search advertising. Apple shares jumped nearly 6% before on Friday as the iPhone maker's record stock buyback plan and promise of sales growth drew back investors. A Hamas delegation will be visiting Egypt soon for further ceasefire talks in its conflict with Israel. Earlier, Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh discussed the ongoing ceasefire talks with Egypt and Qatar. Turkey has said it will halt trade with Israel until a permanent ceasefire is secured in Gaza. The trade between the two countries is worth nearly $7 billion a year. India has said that they closely monitor the situation in Iran and Israel. They have advised Indian nationals to remain vigilant while travelling to these countries and be in touch with the Indian embassy. Over 200 protesters have been arrested so far at University of California at Los Angeles as chaos and arrests continue across U.S. universities where student-led pro-Palestine protests have been happening. U.S. President Joe Biden says the demonstrators don't have a right to cause chaos. UK Foreign Secretary David Cameron has promised over $3 billion annual military aid for Ukraine for as long as it takes as he met President Volodymyr Zelensky in Kiev. Volodymyr Zelensky thanked UK Foreign Secretary David Cameron for support, saying it will provide a much-needed boost to Ukrainian troops. Russia has slammed comments made on the Russia-Ukraine conflict by UK Foreign Minister David Cameron, terming his statement as dangerous and a direct escalation of the conflict. Kremlin also described recent comments made by French President Emmanuel Macron about a possible French intervention in Ukraine as being part of a very dangerous trend. Germany and Czech Republic has blamed Moscow for cyber attacks over a sweeping cyber espionage campaign dating back to 2022. India slammed Pakistan's destructive remarks at the United Nations. Indian envoy to UN Ruchira Kamboj said that Pakistan harbors a most dubious track record on all aspects. Former US President Donald Trump's trial resumes in Manhattan Criminal Court as his hush money trial enters its 11th day. Lawyer Keith Davidson concluded his testimony Thursday after spending nearly 6.5 hours on stand over 2 days. Democratic Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs signed a bill Thursday repealing the state's 1864 ban on abortion. The repeal was passed by the Senate in a 16-14 vote on Wednesday. Britain's opposition Labour Party won Blackpool's South seat in Northern England on Friday. According to polling experts, the 26% swing towards Labour from the 2019 result marks the third largest swing in post-conflict by election history. British authorities have started to detain migrants in preparation for them to be sent to Rwanda in the next 9 to 11 weeks. Parliament last month approved a law that paves the way for sending asylum seekers to Rwanda if they arrive in Britain without permission. Philippines has summoned a Chinese diplomat on Thursday to protest Beijing's use of water cannon against Filipino vessels at a disputed shoal in South China Sea. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said that damage to Philippine vessels and injuries to their crew in the South China Sea is irresponsible behavior in disregard of international law. Taiwan leveled accusations against Chinese military aircraft for yet another breach of the sensitive Taiwan Strait on Friday. This comes as the Chinese Navy conducted combat exercises in the region. Russia has been shipping refined petroleum to North Korea in volumes that may violate the UN Security Council's restrictions. Moscow supplied over 165,000 barrels of refined petroleum to North Korea in March alone. A bus travelling from Rawalpindi district in Pakistan's Punjab to Gilgit-Baltistan fell off a cliff on early Friday. 20 passengers have been reported dead, with another 21 people injured and taken to the hospital. Brazil's southernmost state of Rio Grande do Sul is facing one of the worst storms in recent years, prompting the state government to declare a state of public calamity. As devastating floods continue to wreak havoc in Kenya, around 100 tourists were airlifted from disaster points and rescued them. A heavy rain lashed the United Arab Emirates, leading to flooding of numerous areas. Its weather department issued an orange alert on Thursday. Schools in Indonesia's Sulawesi province were also closed due to Ruang volcano's explosion. Authorities evacuated 12,000 people from the nearby Tagu Langdang island. Residents of Sulawesi province in Indonesia were warned of a tsunami. A state of emergency has been declared by local government effective until May 14. Emergency services and residents have cleared up the damage left by severe weather in southwestern parts of Germany on Friday. Extreme rise in temperature has also battered West and Central African countries like Chad and Mali, where mercury has risen above 45 degrees Celsius. Vietnam has witnessed the hottest April in nearly half a century, with average temperature staying at 2 to 4 degrees Celsius higher than usual, and in some cases over 4 degrees Celsius. Sri Lanka braces for a scorching day as heat wave continues, with the island's Department of Meteorology issuing an extreme caution level advisory for 8 districts. Amidst rising temperature, India's weather department has predicted severe heat wave conditions in several parts of the country for the last 2 weeks till May 5. Britain will celebrate 1-year anniversary of the coronation of King Charles III on Monday, which was Britain's biggest ceremonial event in 7 decades. King Charles, formerly known as the Prince of Wales, became king on the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, on September 8, 2022. Ahead of 1-year anniversary of his coronation, King Charles and his wife Queen Camilla were presented with official coronation roll. It took the calligrapher 56 days to write all 15,000 words across 30 pages, and it is the first time in the 700-year-old tradition that this is not on animal skin. Gold neck disc, a sword, a royal chair and dozens of other treasures looted during British colonial rule went on show in Ghana this week for the first time since their historic return. The gold regalia was looted during Britain's 1821 to 1957 colonization of what is now Ghana. Curious about the intensity of earthquakes in Taiwan, 2 students created a quake monitoring mobile app. Lin Rui and Kuo Chen Yu launched the mobile app Disaster Prevention Information Platform in 2022. A team of researchers has discovered a potential breeding ground for smooth hammerhead sharks off an island in Ecuador's Galapagos archipelago. Rare editions of Russian poet Alexander Pushkin are vanishing from the libraries around Europe. Since 2022, more than 170 books valued at more than $2.6, in fact $1 million, have went missing. The National Gallery Museum in Jakarta marks the month of arts by organizing an exhibition for 2 weeks with 27 female artists from Yogyakarta. Vietnam's National Fine Arts Museum has inaugurated country's first digital art hub, Song Lab, in central Hue City. This digital platform serves as a catalyst for collaboration among creators and artists, blending historical heritage with the vibrant energy of Vietnam's youth. An educated young farmer in southwest China's Sichuan province is revolutionizing agricultural production through innovative technologies and business models. With an aim to retrieve samples from the South Pole Aitken Basin on the far side of the moon, China has launched an uncrewed spacecraft on Friday from Wenchang Space Launch Center. German space tech startup Helimpulse successfully launched a single-stage rocket SR-75 using paraffin, commonly known as candle wax, as fuel. The 10th anniversary edition of World Art Dubai kick-started at the Dubai World Trade Center on Thursday. Around 100 sculptures crafted by a team of India's Tripura artists are now being installed in various locations of the Varanasi city. Successfully running for the last 3 decades, India's Delhi Metro is celebrating its 30th foundation day today. Rio de Janeiro's Copacabana beach lit up on Thursday during the lighting check for the stage that will see pop star Madonna closing her world tour with an open concert on Saturday. Singer Anita actresses Mariska Harjit and Amy Schumer were celebrated at Variety magazine's annual Power of Women luncheon in New York. Nominees of the 2024 Tony Awards gathered in New York on Thursday to celebrate their nominations. Actor and comedian John Cleese has said that fast genre is best seen in the theatre as he brings a new stage version of his classic 1970s comedy show Fawlty Towers to London's West End. American singer-songwriter and rapper Janelle Monáe has joined the star cast of the upcoming musical by Michel Gondry and Pharrell Williams for Universal Pictures. Meryl Streep will be honored with a special Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival's opening ceremony on May 14th. Nick Jonas and Paul Rudd will be seen sharing screen space in Power Ballad, a musical comedy from director John Carney. Golden Globe and Emmy winner Rosamund Pike is a new addition to the third installment of the Magic theme franchise, Now You See Me. Singers Post Malone and Morgan Wallen have joined hands to come up with a new duet, I Had Some Help. Actor Akshay Oberoi has bagged a pivotal role in Varun Dhawan and Janhvi Kapoor starrer Sanskari Ki Tulsi Kumari. Actors Ashutosh Rana and Vijay Ras to star in an investigative drama series Murder in Mahim. Sports now. Mumbai Indians will take on Kolkata Knight Riders in the 51st match of the Indian Premier League in Mumbai. West Indies batter Devin Thomas has been banned for 5 years after admitting to 7 charges, including those related to match fixing. Defending champion India suffered quarter-finals exit from the Thomas Cup men's badminton tournament in Chengdu city of China. Football now. Bayer Leverkusen extended its unbeaten streak to 47 matches across all competitions with a 2-0 win at Roma in the first leg of the Europa League semi-finals. Newcastle United's Italian midfielder Sandro Tonali has been handed a suspended 2-month ban after he admitted to breaching the betting rules. Top seed Iga Swiatek made light work of Madison Keys to book a place in back-to-back finals of the Madrid Open. Defending champion Aryna Sabalenka rallied from a set down to edge 4th seed Elena Rybakina, booking a place in the final of the Madrid Open. Czech player Jiří Lehka progressed to the semi-finals of the Madrid Open after world number 4 Daniil Medvedev quit the match following an injury. Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo has inaugurated a colossal storage basin to help reduce the risk of pollution in the Seine River, venue of the 2024 Games opening ceremony. The International Olympic Committee said it was disappointed after refuge athlete Angelina Nadal was suspended for testing positive for a banned drug. Alright, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.